Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. I while I was at work today, I took a little bit of time and I had seen that it came up in the when I opened up YouTube that Jeranism. Well, unfortunately, it's not his. He mirrored it. Um, Decided that he was going to mirror a video once again without checking the information and finding out if what he mirrored was true. So y'all gonna love this. Anyway, apparently, well, let me show you the video in question here. The video in question, some of you probably have seen it already. The video in question here is long distance infrared photography exposes the globe lie. Mount Saint Jacinto, I guess Jacinto. I'll just call it Jack. Okay, Alicia. And let's see, 123 miles by J. Tolan Media One. Okay, and yes, it is from J. Tolan Media One. This is the actual video. Um, 711 people bought it. Gotta love it, man. All right, so let me just I'm gonna make short work of this because one thing that Jeranism says probably about 3 or 4 times is that Mount Jack. I'm going at Mount Jack. Okay, Mount Jack should not be seen from the observation point. Should not be seen. Okay, now first of all, it's supposed to be well behind the curvature, and they're going to use an infrared camera to bring it back. Okay, I mean we all know how they spin that. So now one thing, the reason why I paused on this slide here is because of the fact, not because of this crap that he has here. Yes, they are. I can confirm 123 miles away from Mount Jack here. Now, he says on here observation height is 150 feet. I'm going to call that as no. His observation height is actually about 200 feet, feet to meters, because the place that he's standing at is about 62 meters high. It is a hill at the end of a small semi peninsula at Malibu. And if you just do the conversion, obviously 62 meters is 203 feet. But you know what? We'll give him that. Who cares? Now, according to Jeran, uh, Mount Jack there should have been well behind the curvature. Should have been gone. Shouldn't even be able to see it. But we brought in this guy brought in an infrared camera and brought it back into view. Now, I am not going to argue one part, and that is, where is it? Where is it? Okay, this is him messing around with Google Earth. I am not going to argue that you basically cannot see the mountain in this picture. I'm not going to argue that. I don't know if it was taken the same day. I really don't. And no, I'm not trying to say that there's any kind of trickery going on there. It's just I don't think it was taken on the same day, but it might have been. One thing that I do know about infrared photography is infrared photography, if there is something in this mist and foggy area here, because look, you can't even see Mount Baldy, okay? Or at least they're calling that Mount Baldy. I haven't checked it. But you can barely not, you can hardly even see it. So actually, as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and go into Google Maps. I'll show you where he's at because I don't want to mess up what I already have in Google Earth. So let's see, Malibu. Okay, Malibu, California. Okay, now he is out here on this hilltop. Actually, let me show it like this. There is a hilltop here that's approximately 62 meters high. That's where he's at. And he doesn't hide the fact that he is actually above the water line. Like I said, he states right here 150 feet. He's just incorrect. So now let's find out how far away Mount Baldy is from there. Hold on a second. Where'd that go? Mount Baldy, California. Okay, so according to them, that's where they're looking on that one. Let's see, where the hell's Malibu? All right, is this Malibu out here? No, that ain't it. Sorry, I'm not. Oh, Malibu. Jeez. Okay, Malibu is a whopping 67 miles away. Only 67 miles away. Okay, you got me here? And Malibu or Mount Baldy from that location in Malibu, okay, is almost not even visible. And now, what I mean by almost not even visible is you can see there is haze on the horizon here. Okay, and obviously the weather is not bad because you see no white caps, you don't see anything like that. So, it's fair to say that this is a very still day. Okay, um, and Mount Baldy is half the distance away, and you can't see it. Cool. All right. So the reason why you're not seeing the mountain here is because of the haze in the air. Now, a infrared camera, I would say probably, or an infrared filter probably would get you the view that you need to get through that, and which results in, of course, images like. Hold on. There's LA right there. Okay, and this is the mountain that you can't see in that picture. Cool. I'm with that. Now, let's run some quick numbers first, okay? Because according to Jeran, his words are that according to Globe Earth, that mountain shouldn't even be visible at all. Okay, shouldn't be visible. Now, I'm wondering why he hasn't addressed the fact that Los Angeles, which is more than his 3 mile away personal atmospheric dome, is even visible. But we won't even go into that. The and that's not even Mount Jack. That's something else. And they get into nice zooms and stuff like that. Where is the other one? Okay, this right here is Mount Jack. Okay, and now Mount Jack is 3,302 meters above sea level. Okay, now at 123 miles away, which is 198 kilometers away, guess what? From 62 meters up, 198 kilometers away, all that's hidden is 2,200 meters. So, of course, the damn mountain's going to be visible. Okay. You're not going to see the whole thing. Okay. But you're still going to be able to see it. Okay. And so now what I did, he said in Google Earth, it's well behind the curvature. Okay. Well, there's a neat little trick you could do with Google Earth, and it's a problem actually. Is you can't, when you are in Google Earth, you can't zoom in from a location. In other words, you cannot reduce the field of view to a certain small size within Google Earth. However, you can if you modify a KML. Okay, so what I did, I modified a KML. All it did was I got it right here at the location. Okay, it does not change the heights or anything like that of anything. It just zooms in. Okay, now I am on that hilltop, that kind of hilltopping on that outcropping. Okay, and now I am zoomed in. First of all, this is looking in the direction of Mount Jack. And where did it go? Mount Jack, the image that they had in the video. Okay, there's Mount Jack. You got some little bit of high on this side and buildings on this side. Okay, which is what you also have here. Buildings on this side, a little bit of high on this side. This is that peak right there. Okay, now I know they hate the word, but I can say that there is a little bit of refraction going on here because obviously this is sitting a little bit lower, this little side peak here, and then the beginning of this hill. It's sitting a little bit lower because you can actually see the connection between the two of them in the video. Okay, this is not that entire mountain at all. So, really. And neither is this. This is also not the entire mountain. Now, let's go over to the Los Angeles side. Graphic error, thank you. Okay, there's LA. And I was actually kind of impressed actually in the video. Hold on. Because one thing that I thought was kind of neat was that LA looked like it was so close to the shore. Oops. Back it up just a little bit. There we go. LA looked like it was so close to the shore, but it is quite far away from the shore. As far as downtown, I'm talking about the taller buildings and stuff like that. But nevertheless, there's that, and there's that. It's pretty much the same thing. Okay, and again, these mountains are actually a lot closer. Not much, but they're a good bit closer. And so what I did was I took first, this is the entire view if you put it together in a panorama. Now, mind you, I didn't rotate these, but this wasn't about finding a flat horizon. So please excuse me for that. But they're straight according to YouTube, the video that was uploaded, because of the fact that he I think it was he had the camera handheld and he was just moving it. No fault there, just pointing that out. But you got that, and then the zoomed in part of from Google Earth. I'm gonna zoom in. Looks basically the same. So really, Jeran, you're wrong, man. Okay, first of all, that is how it looks. Second of all, Google Earth does not show those mountains disappearing behind the curve. Okay, and on top of that, the flat Earth, wow, the Metabunk calculator and any other Earth curve calculator is going to tell you. And on top of that, whoops, the flat Earth, wow, where'd that go? And any other Earth curve calculator, my bad. Hold on. Whoops. There it is. Sorry about that. The Metabunk calculator also shows from that location, from that distance, the entire mountain is not hidden. So him even saying that that globe earthers believe that it is behind the curvature of the Earth is not even true. Okay, it's not even true. There's no globe earther who's going to actually work out the math. Now, I could model this out. I just wasn't prepared to right now. I can model this out. Maybe I'll do it in another time if should Jeran decide to contest this, which I would love to see him do it. There's nothing that says that those mountains will be completely behind the curvature of the Earth. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, that was me coaching myself, guys. Sorry about that. It's I have my speakers on, so yeah, it was playing in the background. My bad. But Sly's getting coached by Jeran. No. That would be a hysterical evening, I'll tell you that. But nevertheless, sorry, Jeran, you're wrong. And once again, you mirrored a video that does not support what you think it supports. It doesn't at all. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you this, because there's probably people who want to know how to do this. How to zoom in on Google Earth. Sorry. Now, what you have to do is, first thing you do is you make a place marker. Okay, this is the place marker right here. Okay, you export that as a KML file. All you have to do is right-click it, I think. Right-click. Well, come on. Right-click it, and then save place as, and then call it a KML file. Now, you get a there's a program out there. You can do it in Notepad, but unfortunately in Notepad it comes up kind of jumbled up. But if you get a program, and it's free, it's called Notepad++. Then when you go to open it up, it will actually have the script structure the way it needs to be. Okay, in other words, so it's visible. Now, what you do is you add this line into here. Okay, right below range and right above relative to seafloor. Okay, you put this line in here. And the field of view, you could set it to whatever you want it to be. Cool? And then you go ahead and just save the KMZ, or KML, excuse me. This is actually the KML that I had open a little earlier. And then you could save it like that. And what that does, we all know that zooming a camera in is actually just reducing the field of view. That's all it does. It doesn't move closer, doesn't move further away, doesn't magically pull things back from anywhere. All it does is narrows the field of view and magnifies. That's all. And so you save that, and then you turn around and you drop it. Here's the one that I have. Well, you can't see it, but I'm just basically dragging it from my desktop, and then you drop it into Google Earth. Now, what you have to do is then you just select on it and hit play tour. Okay, now depending on what speed settings that you have, between speeds between areas and stuff like that, that's all in the touring settings, tools, options, touring, the speed between features and all this other stuff. You want to set it kind of slow because once it's done zooming in, it's going to jump to whatever you got next. And so you want to make sure you do that, give it a good long, slow time so that it zooms in. And something else I guess I ought to show here is that I don't have anything exaggerated. Okay. Nothing at all. So, well, I just X out of that. But once you do that and you hit play on it, what's going to happen? I'll show you this. Okay. Now this is how it looks when you, and what's kind of funny is, this is how it looks when you have even normal view. Okay, I have a line out to LA and a line out to the peak of St. Jack. And this is where I'm at, by the way. And now I bring it into the OP. This is just the marker that I had already made. Okay. And now if I select this and I hit play tour, now watch what's going to happen. Play tour. Now it's transitioning between the locations, and what it's doing is it is actually zooming in. It is narrowing the field of view. Now I think I stopped it right about here. Okay. Now you can pause it, and now you can play around. You can move around all you want, and this is a legitimate zoom in on what you have. Okay. Okay, and this is what I was just showing a second ago. All right. That's how you do that. Now, unfortunately, it's going to stay zoomed in until you actually have another KML file there that has a different field of view set in it, or when you restart and go, or when you go to somewhere else. So that's all it is, man. I had to look this up, Carl. I had to look this up because there's a lot of people out there who really wish there was a zoom feature inside of Google Earth, but unfortunately they don't have it. I don't know why they don't have it, but they don't have it. And but there are people around there. There's plenty of chats out there of people who have figured out this method. I don't know who the first one is, so I don't know who to give the credit to. But somebody figured out that if you just put that field of view zoom on inside of the KML file, then it'll do this for you. Okay, so Jeran, you're wrong. You have mirrored once again another video that does not support your claims. It did not pull anything back that wasn't already there. All it did is, even if that other photo was actually at the same time, all it did was be able to look through the mist and the haze in the air. That's it. And you kind of outed that by showing the Mount Baldy part, because Mount Baldy is half the distance away and it's almost impossible to make out in the picture. Where was that? That's way back here. Yeah. Okay, if that's Mount Baldy, mute that. And if this here, I don't know if you can see it in the Hangout, but there's a small silhouette of a mountain called Mount Baldy, or at least they're calling it Mount Baldy. Like I said, I haven't checked that line yet, but nevertheless, if that's only 62 miles away, of course, through the mist that's in the air, you are not going to be able to see Mount Jack. You're not going to be able to see it. However, through the mist in the air, sure. If you use infrared, guess what? You're going to be able to see it, and to the exact same height that is on Google Earth, to the exact same height that is predicted on, by an Earth curve calculator. So, Jeran, guess what? You have to account for 2,200 meters of missing mountain. Cool? All right. Excuse me. So that's all I really had for this evening. I really thank everybody for stopping by. Oh my God, I got 193 people watching. And to the 1,700 people plus the 711 people. Okay, so that's what, 2,400? To the 2,400 people who bought this as being some kind of proof that the globe is a lie. By the way, this is an entire ridge line. It's not just, this mountain, this peak, and then goes off to another mountain. This is an entire ridge line, and quite high up. So you guys, every one of you decided not to check up on this and bought it hook, line, and sinker, just based on the words of J. Tolan Media One and Jeranism, and anybody else who might have mirrored this. Warning to rude posters: if you come here and make rude and inconsiderate comments, you will come up on my radar. Okay, well, I'm going to show you a non-rude and solid line here. I'm going to go ahead and put into here. I just reviewed your information live. Everything that is visible in your footage is also visible from the observation point on Google Earth and matches the information on Metabunk. Wow, yeah. I guess my spelling could use a little bit of fun there. Footage. Let's see. Everything that is visible in your footage is also visible from the same observation point on Google Earth and matches the information on Metabunk. Now, I'm going to post that because I am not rude. If you wish to disagree with my conclusions, you are more than welcome to, but do so in a courteous and professional manner. Wow. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Anyway, sorry. It matches everything that you're supposed to see on a globe. I don't know really what else is supposed to be said that. So, yeah. So that's all I really got. And again, I really appreciate everybody stopping by. Yeah, Bo, you kind of, you're gonna have to rewind, man. And yeah, so that's what we got. It's all good. Still showing the globe. So thanks for the very high quality footage of exactly what we're supposed to see on the globe. Cool. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's somebody talking to somebody else. So, ladies and gents, I really appreciate you stopping by, and feel free to link this to anybody and let them know that, well, this wonderful information supports the globe. Y'all have yourselves a nice night.